Hey, welcome to I Swear I'm Stitching. I'm Sarah, and this is Flosstube 9, excuse me, sorry, number 91. And today is March 22nd. Oh, my son's birthday's in a week. March 22nd, 2024. This is Flosstube, so it's about cross stitch. I also knit and sew, mainly quilt, make some project bags, little things like that. There's no knitting, there's a little bit of sewing. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. All right, so it is continuation. I'm a little stuffy. I apologize. It is a continuation of, what's it called? March Madness, March Stitchy Madness. So I have my progress to show on those. And yeah, that's it. Oh, my hair's falling out. I mean, of the clip, not like, oh, look at, it's a bad hair day. Okay, and all the lights are on, so lighting's weird because it's gloomy and windy out. But anyways, so I'll start with not this March Madness stitching enunciation. So happy spring to the people on my side of the world. So for winter, I followed Janet's idea. She was doing the seasonal queens for Mirabilia for their seasons, and I thought, you know what, I have some ladies, I have some bigger projects, some fancy ladies and things that I want to stitch on and have kitted, and I'm gonna copy Janet. And I don't have seasonal queens, and that's not my style, so I picked out the only remaining fancy ladies and kits that I had left, and I assigned them to seasons. I mean, some don't exactly scream the season they're in. I don't care. That's just so I can work on my ladies. So for winter, I started with Julie from Kansas City Girl and Colorado World. We started at the Met by Mirabilia. We are doing ours on 32 count linen Crimson Peak from Jodi from the Steel City Stitchers. Just she brought up someone else who had stitched on red, and it was fabulous, and we're like, we'll see what we have in our stash, and we actually happen to have the exact same fabric, so there you are. But my goal before spring started was to finish the top half of her dress. I finished the sash, and I just wanted to get from like here up done on her dress. So when I pull her out next winter in December, I want to focus on the bottom half of her dress. So there she is. And I got my goal completed. I got top half. Oh, the top half of her dress. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. Kind of don't want to put her away, but that's the whole reason I'm copying Janet, is so that I'm not forced to work on anything. I don't have to. I mean, I pull out for the month, and if I never touch it, I never touch it. Or the season. But I did it so that I would hurry up and get stitching on the women and the projects I want to stitch on. It's funny, my husband actually asked me the other day, he was sitting on the couch and I was at my computer, and I can't remember what we were talking about. And he said, I think it had been about whips. And I think I said I was close to finishing something. And he went, why is that a problem in your community? And I was like, what? My husband has no interest in cross stitching. He doesn't give a shit what I stitch. He doesn't care what I put on the walls, how much I put on the walls. I could literally have every inch of this wall covered in stuff that appeals to me. He wouldn't give a crap. He just doesn't care. He does appreciate some stuff. Like I show him everything I finished. He goes, "Oh, that's nice." Or he'll be like, "Well, that's cool." One of my favorite cross stitches is Teresa Wensler's Egyptian sampler, and he's like, "Yeah, that's a cool one. That's a good one." But anyways, what was I saying? Oh, so to hear him asking me something about my community, I was like, "Oh, what now?" He goes, "Why is finishing things a problem in your community?" And I was like, "Oh, because it gets boring stitching on one thing at a time." I said, honestly, because Flosstube was a bad influence. I was a pretty darn monogamous stitcher, like up until about 15 years ago, 16 years ago, when I got back into cross stitching. I was still pretty monogamous. Maybe I had 1, 2, maybe 3 projects because I'd have like a big thing like that I get tired of, like that, my planets. I get tired of that, so I do smaller things in between. Or I'd have a gift I wanted to stitch somebody, I'd do that, or for a swap. But I basically only had like just a couple things going. And now I have 20 something, 30. So he's like, why is that a problem in your community? I'm like, it's not a problem. We're not, if it was a problem, we'd have like 12-step programs for it or something. And it's just, we get bored, or there's so many things you want to make that, yeah, I don't know, if I worked on one thing at a time, I could probably pump out a bunch of finishes. But I can also pump out a bunch of finishes working on a bunch of things at a time. It just takes longer. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but you understand what I'm saying, right? I was trying to explain it to him, and he was like, okay. And what did I compare it to? I compared it to something he does. I can't remember, because he's pretty much a one project kind of guy. What I compare it to? Oh, I wish I could remember. But anyways, side tangent. Oh my God, what was that? I don't even know how I got started on that, you guys. I don't even know where the flow of the conversation was going. There's my back to this. I'm so sorry. I don't know where I was going, how that started, what I was talking about, who I am, what year it is. There she is. So she is done, and she was put away. I did not want to stop working on her. She was lovely. And I'm using all the called for DMCs and water lilies and cryonics and beads, and still up in the air what to do with her skin. That'll wait for another day. So then spring started, and I started my La Capati from Bella Filipina. A very, 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 very tiny start, because I'm like this with the books too. I guess it's another tangent. Sorry. I hate starting things. Like, it takes me like forever to pick a new book, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to start reading a new book. I don't want to. Just finished a book. But then when I do, I'm like, yeah, this book. Like, you know, I'm all into it. I had this ready, got it out. I was like, I'm so excited to start her. She's so beautiful. I'm sorry about my nails. You know I bite them. It's a nervous habit. She's so beautiful. And my fabric is so pretty. And then I started her, and I was like, I just want to stitch on something I've already started. Yeah, so she, just like my Mirabilia, will get worked on Thursday. So I started her on Tuesday. But then because I started her on Tuesday, I didn't work on her Thursday. Oh my gosh. Where's her information sheet? Her little information tag saying what the fabric is picture this plus 32 count moss? 32 count. I don't have it written down. 32 count green. Like moss or, oh man. I'm sorry guys, I don't know. But I'm doing the 2/1, the call for DMCs and water lilies and cryonics, beads. That's just the start of the yellow, which was fun to stitch with. Oh, I love yellow. But that, and the green's also washed out. It's not that. There we go. It's that. There we go. It's more that green, not this like gray green up close. It's more greeny green far back. She's gonna be gorgeous. And I'm gonna love her. She's gonna be more solid stitching than at the Met, I believe. They're both kind of skinny chicks with borders. She has more, and she has the solid pots. And instead of a skinny and then flare, she kind of flares out here. Like I said before, I don't know if I'm gonna do the border around her. I'll save that for last. I don't know if I want to have a border on her. Gosh, she's so pretty. She's the goddess La Capati. Golden rice grains dance in abundance in the vast fields of the valley. Her hands caress trees, bearing bountiful fruits, both tart and sweet. She is a protector of crops and farm animals. She is La Capati, deity of fertility, and she gave agriculture to mankind. She's also known to be either androgynous, transgender, or hermaphroditic. So yeah. She presents as feminine. And in all the literature I can find, she goes by she. But it is said that she embodies both male and female. So, cool. Those are my March Stitchy Madness stitches. All right. No more Stitchy Madness. Boom, boom, boom. I have it upside down in my pile. Okay. So we had Fluff the Dragon versus the Sea Witch. You know, last week I got all this stuff out for you guys so it wouldn't be annoying to watch me get it out of bags. And this week when I have less to show, well, I guess it's because I have less to show you. Maybe I was like, nah, I'm cool. Okay, I'll have to get this out. Okay, my phone out. You can't see down here. Do you hear that? That's my dryer singing at me. Okay, so it was Fluff the Dragon by Marumi Designs versus the Sea Witch from the Primitive Needle. Sorry, nope, the Primitive Hair. I always do that. So those were my two that were up against each other. And who won? Sea Witch won. So Fluff the Dragon got 301 stitches and Sea Witch got 331 stitches. So I will show you, I think I have befores is still on my phone from when I post to Instagram. Because I post every 2 days, I post the update on Instagram, Eat My Oxygen. Okay, so Fluff the Dragon is on 36 count XJU Designs Aliens. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is why some people have thousands of viewers and some people don't, because they're unorganized and a hot mess. It's like aliens from the moon or something. I literally just had the tag and I think it must have flown away. Boogers. And I'm using, it's 36 count, but it's a loose 36 count. So I'm doing 2/2. And I'm using some floss that was dyed for me by Kaylee of Kaylee Tent Stitch. It's these blue grays and browns. Oh, I love it so much. I wish you guys could see the difference on the project as much as I can in person. So, oh, that's my dog. Why is my dog? That's not the picture I wanted. There we go. So, that's not the picture I wanted either. So here I was before. And here I am now. So yeah, basically I got that top done, and then this line down, like this chunk down straight, because that was the line break for the page. So I wanted to get that done so I could put that page away and get my new page out. And so then I started on top of his head. I just wish you guys could see. Oh, you can kind of see there. See how like some of those doohickeys in the middle of the body? Like these diamonds are brown, some are gray, because these are long color changes. She dyed me thread in the same colors in short repeats and in long repeats, and this is a long repeat. And I absolutely adore it. I love the long repeat. I love the chunk of browns and then the chunks of gray. Oh, look at that star. I love that star. I love this piece so much. And this fabric is so pretty. It's just so pretty. So glad I'll have a nice chunk over here for like some smalls, some probably Corky Quakers. She keeps releasing them, and I have to buy some more because I don't have any. I might have one. She keeps releasing them, and I want them all. It's like one of the only things I want all of, like collection-wise, is all the Corky Quakers. I don't know. So yeah. Oh, I was really hoping I can't remember what I said last week about who I hoped to win each round. But when I was working on Fluff, I was like, I hope you... I found my thing. It is Alien from the Moon. What's I saying? Oh, while I was working on Fluff, I was like, oh man, Fluff, I really hope you win. And then the next day I pulled out Sea Witch, and I was working on Sea Witch, and I was like, oh man, Sea Witch, I really hope you win. I love both these projects so much. So this is the primitive hair on 32 count linen in Bronze Age from Stitch Me. I am doing 2/2. I'm using DMC, like the black and the white. Classic Colorworks for the blues, and Night Stalker's Calling for the green. So there's the blues, the green. And see which one by like 30 stitches. So I just worked on the bottom section of her, a little bit of the border and the shell. Let me see if I get her. I showed you guys some pictures of what they look like. This is what it was before. This is where I was at before. So some of that light blue on the border is missing. I hadn't finished outlining the shell. And that's what I got done. Almost all the blue, light blue border down there, just a tiny bit done. Finished outlining the shell and started filling in the shell. And this is her as a whole. So after that shell, I just need to bring this down a little bit and then decide how far up I want to go to bring it across, because I'm not doing the words. And then, since I'll be bringing this across the line, I'll do some more little white doodads to even it out. There it is so far. Oh, love it. Love it. Love those colors. Look at my cute little seahorse. I still haven't decided if I want to pop a bead in for his eye, because I messed up and didn't leave a spot to put a black stitch in for his eye. I may just leave him. She's eyeless. You know what? She's eyeless. I'm leaving. He's eyeless. They're all eyeless. Everyone's eyeless. No eyes. Yeah, so there's my pretty shell. And this has moved on to the top 4. And then, ooh, I'm getting warm. That's better. It was cold, now I'm getting warm. Okay. I had Wave against Perky Lion. Yeah, Marumi Design made her way through twice. So let's see, it was Wave, and I have a picture of Wave, and I have a picture of Perky Lion. So there was Wave, and there's I got a lot of stitching on both of these. On these 2 days, I did a lot of stitching. Wave and Perky Lion. And I felt like I was getting so close to the finish on Wave, I was really hoping it would move on when I was done for the day. It didn't. Perky Lion won, which I'm happy about. I love Perky Lion. I feel like I was so close to finishing this. Like, I think if it had won, I might have been able to finish the next round. So there's Wave. And Perky Lion. I don't think... Wave is by Fireplace Hobby on Etsy. So... Wave is DMC I'm using DMC 2/2 on 28 count Lugana from Kaylee. It's not an unnamed, it's an unnamed color. It's like a denim-y blue. I feel like I got so much done on it. I was just like, having those readers has made a world of difference on projects I was not enjoying. I now know for most of the projects, except Black and Sky, that the reason I had not been enjoying them was because I could not see them. So, you know, lesson learned. So this is where I was before. And it got 628 stitches. Here it is now. Look at all that progress. I got all the way up to the tippy top of the wave over here. Look at that progress. So, I did realize, after doing all that white and starting to fill in the light blue, that somewhere here, I omitted an entire row. And I was like, well, I'm not ripping that all out. I'll just fudge it as I go, because it's just you know, swatches of colors to make a wave. It's easy. Leaving one line out, not gonna ruin this project. But I wasn't ripping out for one line. No, it's not essential. It's not an essential line, you know, so yeah. I love it so much. I already have a white frame I want to buy for it, a white round frame. Look how close I am to finished on it. Look at it. Like I think I have just a little bit more of, I have a little bit more light blue to put in over here. And then I started the dark blue, and then I think there's like one or two unnoticed spots that need some light blue over there. And then it's just a filling in, you know, thick into thin of dark blue, and I'm done. So close. So close. And I love it on this fabric. Absolutely love it. Of course, I started almost in the middle. Should have moved over some more. But it's okay. Once I get the frame, I should have a little bit left for another small, because I really do love this fabric. It is fantastic. 28 candles on her. So it didn't win. It got a lot of stitching done on it. Like I said, 628 stitches. But Perky Lion won with 700 stitches. These are some good. I had some good stitchy days the last like 3 or 4 days. Some good stitchy days. Okay. This is 36 count linen called Pumpkin Pie from Bestitch Me, and I'm doing 1/1 with Nice Darkest Calling and Bog of Eternal Stench. Labyrinth reference. One of my favorite movies. It has used a lot of thread. Yeah, enough. Anyways. Oh, I love it so much. You show what it looked like before. What is that? I took a picture of some weird things. Okay. You don't want to see that. That's a picture. Oh, okay. So, Perky Lion. That's where I was. So I had his little leg to finish, that little spot in his belly. And then I wanted to start his head. I don't hate the border. I like this border, but so I was trying to do like a little border, a little body, but I was just so loving doing his face that I was like, I'll just do the border later. I'm in love with this face. In love with that face. Look at that face. So this thread has some oranges in it, oranges and yellows, which get kind of lost in the fabric a little bit, and that normally doesn't bother me. But in that eye, you can't see like the pupil. So I'm going to pull out those 2 stitches and start with the darker part of a piece of thread, just because I want his eyes to, like, some of his tail blends in, some of his back blends in. I don't care. I want his eyes to pop. I love him so much. I love just how crazy variegated and speckly that thread is. I could probably almost just stitch like normal, you know, stitch, 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 then go back, back, back instead of one at a time. But I'm still doing it proper, like 1 stitch at a time. Oh, I love him so much. So I have finished his face. Well, except I'm going to go back and pop those eyeball stitches out and redo those. So I have his, I have his mane and the border, and that is it. I didn't realize how close I was, the mane and the border. And that's it. I didn't realize. He's moving on, so I might be able to finish him. Well, you know what, that borders take me a long time. I'm slow on borders. I'll get him close to finished. Because he got 700 whopping stitches in him. He is moving on. Love him. And then yesterday and today. Yesterday was Santa 2009 versus today, which is Spirits of the Dead, which I have not started stitching on. I prepared it, but I haven't started stitching it. So, oh, look, my kid got a professional headshot. Aww. Look, my big girl is sleeping. Aww. Sorry. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's why. I'm like, where's the picture of the Santa? My hockey Santa, 2009 Santa. And I don't know what the Ada is. I want to say 16 count. I'm pretty sure it's 16 count. I don't know, khaki. But The only thing I've changed is to make it more penguins centric. Let's go pens, even though right now you're not going. I changed the thread on those skates to gold, the white in that stick to gold, the center of the hockey pucks to gold, the present was already gold. So I've changed that. And I'm gonna have to really buckle down. Like, I haven't started stitching yet today. If I stay up late watching random shit, maybe I'll get a lot of stitching done on this. But it's Thursday night is Critical Role night. I stay up and watch Critical Role. So I stitched a lot on my Santa throughout the day, and then when Critical Role started, because obviously I have to stop at midnight, and then when I stopped, I was like, I don't want to pick up my... I got Spirits of the Dead ready, but I didn't actually stitch on it. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh, I want to show you my progress. Sorry, guys. Oh, Jesus. What's wrong with me? So there, that's where I was when I picked it up. Okay. And it's just DMC 2/1, I believe, 16 count Ada. Nope. I got so much done on him, you guys. Look at that. Look at that progress on that Santa. I wanted to finish that skate before I put him down, but midnight hit, and I was like, well, I don't want to be a cheater. So I have the skate to finish, where I'll put gold laces on him, and then I just have to fill in the red of the suit, the red of the hat, and do some more black laces. That's it. He got 860 stitches, and that was with me not counting the back stitches and the loop-de-loops, because I was like, I'm not counting, like, I'm not doing that. It was late. Look at all the progress I got on him. Look at that. Crazy. Crazy amount of progress. If he goes through to the next round, I might be able to finish him. And it's looking like, I have a feeling he will, because I don't see myself getting more than 860 stitches on Spirits of the Dead today. I just don't see it. Everything else I have to do, and I'm not feeling so good. Congested, time of the month, all that fun stuff. So I have Sea Witch, which I feel like if I buckle down and just spent the day stitching, I could finish her. And then I have, moving on next round, Perky Lion, where I feel like if I buckle down and stitched all day, I could finish it. And then if Santa moves on, I feel like if I buckle down, I could finish him. Wouldn't that be crazy if I finished 3 projects? It'd be even crazier, because then I'd have nothing for the next rounds. Either way, Sea Witch or Perky Lion, they're going to be against each other next round. One of them's getting finished, because one of them will move on. So yeah, one of them's getting finished. And then, like I said, today is Spirits of the Dead. And I'll show you that. I got it ready, but I haven't started it. It's been Modern Folk Embroidery. I'm stitching on 32 count Belfast linen and shale by Pictureless Plus, using Silks for You in Winter Wonderland 2/2. And this is I think I took a picture of the whole thing for it. Did I? Yeah, there it is. So there's the whole thing, not in the Q-snap. But that's the part I'm going to work on. Is that corner. That. I want to get the flowers and the doodads around it done, because then I want to move over and work on that flower pot and then the center part. That's my plan. Such pretty thread. Such pretty purple. Well, the shell's actually looking pretty good right now on my camera. Nice. So this is what I'm working on today. Like I see, well, oh, sorry, out of camera. Oh. We'll see how much I get done. I don't see myself getting more than 860 stitches on it. I just don't see myself having that kind of stitchy day. The last 3 days were incredibly stitch heavy. I had some stuff going on early in the morning, so I had like a lot more time throughout the day, because I got up early. So yeah, I'm gonna put my Santa away. So Santa will probably move on. I just have a feeling Santa will move on. And then for this round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know what to call it. Fantastic 8. I don't know. The next two are good against each other are my chatelaine from my Egypt Garden chatelaine and my Dino Forest from Al Forest Embroidery. So we'll see which one, how the stitching goes on those days and see who wins. Whew. I'm pooped. All right, and then I did this out of order. I have 2 finishes. I have a finish that became fully finished, and another fully finished. Okay, so I finished Remember the Forgotten from Pumpkin Creek Primitive. Every time you order this pattern, I believe $4. I threw away the other sheet. $4 of the sale goes to the DNA Dough Project. And I stitched mine on 18 count Ada and Space Rock from Bestitch Me. I used DMC and Forbidden Fiber Co. Potion for the center purple part. And I turned it into a project bag. So there it is. Remember the Forgotten. And I turned it into a project bag because I didn't know how to finish. I don't have the information for it. My serial killer Sal. And the older I get, I still love my, I don't want to say I still love my serial killers. That sounds bad. I still am fascinated by true crime podcasts. I've been reading about serial killers since I was in middle school, early high school. I know I used to go to the bookstore with my mom, the one next to Kmart, and we would get books. And my mom was like, oh, I really don't want to buy that. She's not because she want me to read it, because she's like, I'm on an FBI list somewhere. They probably track who buys these books, and I'm on a list somewhere. And I was like, please just give me this Robert Ressler FBI serial killer book. Please give me this A to Z encyclopedia of serial killers. I'm like, that was me. That was teenage Sarah. But so I still am fascinated. I still enjoy watching the documentaries and reading. But this made me feel weird. Like somehow, I'm sorry if you hear that. My son is Eli! He's banging his foot on the floor. In his bedroom, it's right above my kitchen. I don't know, I feel like, I don't feel like I was glorifying them. Like, hey, I love them so much, I'm making art out of their stuff. I don't know. The older I get, the weirder I feel about it. Like, guilty. So I wanted to, so when I had this pattern for a little while, I was like, that'll be perfect, because I can pay homage to the fact that I'm fascinated by and enjoy watching them, but I also care deeply about victims and feel like they should be known, probably, more than their serial killer. I should be able to name the victims more than I should be able to name the serial killers. They're the ones who should not be forgotten. So I feel like that was appropriate. So there's my blah, blah, blah. Here's my project bag. So, serial killers on one side. Remember the Forgotten on one side. And then my little zipper pull is R.I.P. and a little butterfly. Inside just some, I just picked whatever fabric I had a lot of for aligning, and this is brown stuff. So it's basically nothing on this bag matches. But it's okay. It's my project bag. And I am very happy with it. And then I made another project bag that's for friends, so I can't show you. I have another project bag cut out that's for a friend I can't show you. And then I was watching some quilting YouTube, and this girl was talking about, going through her whip pile and seeing what she wanted to actually keep, what she actually wanted to discard. And she had some blocks for a quilt she was gonna make, and she decided, I don't want this quilt. They were small blocks. She's like, I don't want it. So she goes, but they're nice blocks. I don't know what to do with them. So someone recommended turning them into a pouch. So she did. So I had 2 blocks left over from my son's quilt, and I've been holding on to them for this quilt's been done for a year and a half, 2 years. I don't know. It hasn't. The quilt top's been done. I just haven't sent it away for quilting yet. I should just quilt it myself, get it over with, but he deserves to have it professionally quilted like everyone else has had theirs professionally quilted. So anyway, but I liked the box. I was like, I don't know. I've just kept them, and I was like, I'm gonna make them into a pouch. So I did. there it is, my pouch. And I went with yellow because yellow and gray, classic color combination. And I just did a plain old yellow lining, and I did not trim my threads. And then Kaylee sent me this, and I put it on a little quilting keychain. So that's my zip pull for that. So I did that. Those are my only FOs. And that's it. That's all I have for you. I do have winners for the giveaways. I did the random drawing right before this. Thank you everybody for commenting. Okay, so, and I know I have at least 2 people's addresses. So the winner of A Victorian House by Patricia Andrel is Bat Stitch Crazy. Yay, I already have your address, so don't worry about it. I'll get it out to you in the mail. And then the winner of Forget-Me-Nots Wishing Well by Angela Pullen. I still really love that well and those flowers. Anyways, it's a Raggedy Jean. I also have your address, so don't worry. I will mail it out to you shortly. And then the winner of the Plum Street Samplers Hello Spring is Britches Get Stitches. Girl, I do not have your address. I thought I did from when you sent me something, but I don't. So if you could DM me on Instagram, Eat My Oxygen, or email me at isweariamstitching@gmail.com with your address, I'll have that in the mail for you. Thanks everyone, I appreciate you commenting and entering. I'm glad people wanted the patterns. I thought it was super fun to give the vintage ones away from like 92 and 95. I was 12 and 15. And I probably, at that age, yeah, I probably would have done that well. I would have thought that's cute. Of course, I didn't have a lot of variety and patterns back then. I stitched a lot of stuff I didn't like because my mom got it. I stitched this ugly, oh my God, it's so ugly. And it hung in our bathroom for so long. Southwestern style, oh my God, with the blues and the pinks and the pots and the cactus, like not even cute cactus, like God, I did not like it, but I stitched it because I liked stitching and it's what my mom could find. So, but anyways, thanks everybody. And life update. I went to the eye doctor. Your girl's getting progressives. My eye doctor, I walked in, she went, how are things? And I went, well, I'm wearing readers over my glasses to stitch and read. She went, well, that's not good. I was like, no, it's not good. That's not good. So we did my eye exam, and she's like, yeah, your prescription has really changed. We're going to get you some, we're going to get you some stuff. I was like, okay. So, getting that. Also, interesting conversation with her. She offered me kind of a job. She asked if I was still working over at the B&B, and I said no. And then she said, well, we're trying to expand in the fall, and if we do, can I give you a call? I was like, oh, yeah, because it's even closer than B&B to me by like half a minute. So I'm like, yeah, it's in town, give me a call. So we'll see if they expand and what exactly I'd be doing. I didn't even bother asking what I'd be doing. I don't know. So, hey. And then my friend and I went to a psychic fair. She had a reading done. She always has these fantastic readings. All the dead people in her life are always around her. She is very like in tune. Like I go and they're like, there's no one around you. Do you know anyone who's dead? And I'm like my readings are never any fun other than when they called my husband a demon portal. So I don't get readings. I just look around and buy stuff while she has her readings done. So she had a great reading, and I tried to stick to handmade stuff because some people sell a lot of generic mass-produced stuff. Like I bought this there one year only because I needed a new book for my Flosstube notes. And you know it looks handmade. It's got that handmade feel, but it's not. It's not handmade. It's not. Anyways, so I bought a guy who was drastically underselling himself. He has his little wood blocks he stains, and then he has a plasma cutter that he designed and built himself, and he cuts designs out of steel, and then he wedges them into the wood, and mine's over there. I forgot it. Buddy, I'm still making my video. Yes, you did. You were also banging your foot on the floor. Give me about 10 more minutes, bud. Are you coming down anyways?
I mean, well, Colton gave me a call.
Sorry.
Want me to come over and help him put his truck together.
Oh, so you're going to Grandma and Grandpa's?
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
I'll be back tonight.
All right. Love you. Have a good night.
All right. You can edit this out, right?
I can't edit shit, boy. Can't edit anything out. If I was legally required to edit YouTube videos, I wouldn't make them. Sorry, guys.
You know I can edit, right?
I know you've edited for me in the past, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You're enjoying this, right? Bye, Bubba. Love you. Drive safe.
Yeah, I will.
Sorry about that. But he was dressed. I should have had him hand me that thing before he walked out the door. He was drastically underselling himself. He had some really cool things. My friend bought a snitch. And then he had some dragons. And... Hey, give me my moon.
What moon?
Right there on that. Right, follow my finger pointing. By the eggs.
Eggs.
The decoration near my Mothman. And then goes down to the, keep going. And go, my moon. Thank you, Bubba.
Oh, I guess you want to show this to your audience.
I do.
Well, that's nice.
Thank you. You want to say
Hi.
hi?
Thank you, the least friendly face possible.
Who, me or you?
Me.
Oh.
No, not you. You're friendly.
Thank you, buddy.
I forgot my phone charger.
Okay.
I'm going all the way out to Woodsfield without some tunes.
No, do not do that. You need some tunes. Sorry. Okay. Oh, so, this is my moon. So it's just like rustic pieces of wood that he cuts out, stains, notches, and then I didn't even take the price tag off it. Trash. Hi, Bubba.
Hi.
He plasma cuts out from steel. You can see the... And I just liked it because it was simple, but it has the design. You can see the moon, the outline. It's $8. That was it. And he had more intricate ones. Like I said, he had a dragon, like a little dragon, and then like a cool ass like rocket ship that was detailed. I was like, oh, I want all of these. The rocket was only $15. I was like, dude, you need to charge more, sir. But there's my moon for $8, which I was like, oh, yeah, give me please. I love moons and planets and stars, and that's my jam. Rockets. Should have bought the rocket too. Could have put them next to each other. Maybe he'll be there next time. So yeah. And then there was a woman hand wrapping, like actually actively wrapping jewelry, pendants, crystals for earrings and pendants, mostly pendants. So I bought these long ass earrings because I love a good long earring. I believe they are, I already forgot, selenite? I kept calling them saloonite. I think I played too much Baldur's Gate. But I believe it's selenite. And it's weird how you're drawn to things. Like everything I looked at jewelry-wise, I was like, oh, this is pretty. And I picked it up and it was selenite. I was like, I don't know what is going on with me at this moment in my life, but I'm drawn to the selenite. So, I didn't put my bracelets on. So yeah, she wire wrapped them. She was wire wrapping stuff right there. I almost got a necklace, and I was like, oh, this necklace is pretty. I picked up and went, selenite. I was like, no, walk away, Sarah. You don't need more jewelry. You don't need more necklaces. So when I got home, my husband, I put these on. I walked in, my husband went, those are a little ridiculous. I was like, they are great, but watch. See if I can manage it. Damn it. I hit my glasses. Luckily, I don't whip my head around too much, but if I really want, I could really hurt myself. But yeah, so about those. And yeah, they are not the same length because, as you can see, my ears are not the same length. So my earrings never hang symmetrically because my ears are not symmetrical. That's why my glasses also are cocked. It's always super annoying. See? Yeah, anyway, you don't care. Yeah, so what else? That was all I bought at Psychic Fair. I wanted to buy more. I didn't. And I hope to go again and get some more jewelry. And I want to get the rocket ship. Maybe the dragon. Definitely the rocket ship. I was like, there were some people selling some cute handmade stuff. But it was basically just fabric and a hoop with like gold beads. But, you know, it was creative and cute. And I was like, well, I'll buy one of those. I like to support people, they wanted like $30. And I was like, okay, so he's underselling and they're overselling. I'm all for paying a good price for handmade product, but when you're giving me a cheap plastic frame and you're just stretching fabric in it and sewing a bead onto it, I think you're asking a bit much for 30. Sorry. Personal opinion. But, yeah, anyways. That's it for my life. My life updates, I believe. Let me see. Okay, that's it. That's all I got for you. Thanks for putting up with me and my scatterbrainness and my kid's little cameo. And I hope that you all are having a good week. And wherever you are, I hope it's warmer than it is here. Bye.